everybody, so today I am here for the Storytime video. Now, the Storytime video is about my experience while purchasing a foundation at Sephora. I do want to set out a little disclaimer though that I am not bashing Sephora. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I still love me Sephora. I've been there since. Like, this is nothing to do with that. It was just such a weird experience that I have to know now, like, has this happened to other people at like really any store, like any beauty store, I guess I should say. So anyways, this is on the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I went there to purchase it. I did do a review on that foundation. So if you have been interested in that particular foundation, go ahead and check out my review I did on it. I will put it up in a card over here. And I also included it in my March favorites. So if you love favorites videos, I will also put that up here and you can check both of those out if you're interested. But let's get into the story time. So let's rewind like maybe a couple months ago now. It was the end of February, beginning of March. No, it was definitely the end of February. And I had gone into Sephora and I purchased more than one thing. But the last thing on my list was that specific foundation. So I knew I wanted that foundation. However, up until this point, I didn't understand the whole, how do you know if you're a warm or cold toned person? I didn't understand that. I had never had problems in the past with foundations, like not knowing, but I figured it was one of those things that like I never even had heard of, and I heard of it, so I figured it couldn't hurt to get a person's opinion on which I am, because that helps with the undertone thing. You guys, I'm sure, know about this. So anyways, I was standing in the aisle and I'm like, I need to ask for help to color match me to figure out what my undertone is and which of these foundations, because the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea has so many color options. I wanted to get the one that was for sure the best fit for me. And I had gone to the mall with makeup on, so I just really wanted to get like someone else's opinion who like works there and like deals with that kind of thing like way more often. I just wanted to get their opinion. So I proceeded to look around the store to look for a worker that could help me. Now they have, at least at the Sephora where I went to, they have like little stations where if you need help with something, they take you to a station and it's in front of like a really great lighting mirror and you just go from there with the person. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. So I go around trying to find a worker that either is a person that can just, like, we can just walk together and go do it, or a worker that can get somebody to help me. So I saw a worker that was like stocking the shelves, and it was like, she was maybe like in her 50s maybe, super nice lady. Like, she was so polite and she was so friendly and nice, and I had just asked if I could get some help or if she could help me find some help in color matching me for a foundation. So she proceeded to say yes, like she could help me, and I'm like, okay, great, and expecting her to then go off or use their little intercom thingy to get somebody to take me over to the well-lit mirrors to help me out. Okay, so we walk over and she's like, do you know what kind you want? And I'm thinking she's just asking like to stall until the other girl had gotten there. Not that she looked like she couldn't help me, but she was stocking the shelves, so I assumed that like maybe they have like different things to do. I didn't know. So anyways, so I'm like, oh yeah, this, and I showed her the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation that I was looking at. Okay, so then she proceeds to, and I can't remember exactly what she had said, or maybe something she had done that then tipped off to me that she was going to be the one helping me, which was not an issue. She was super, super nice and friendly and smiley and everything. So I was like, okay. So I had just explained to her, I'm wearing a foundation right now, but I don't know if I'm a cool or warm toned person. How do I figure it out? Could you help me? That whole spiel. Expecting us to then walk over to the mirrors, which she didn't do. So we're standing in the aisle and she's like looking at my face and like looking at my neck and everything, because my neck obviously didn't have the foundation on it. So she goes over to like the little end things where there's like the makeup remover, gets it on a cotton ball, comes over and removes like just right by my chin a section of foundation, which I didn't even care. Like, that's totally fine. I knew, like, I'd prefer them to take off the foundation to match my actual skin, not the foundation on my skin. So she takes it off. Mind you, let's go back to, she was, initially when I found her, she was just stocking the shelves. Like, she was putting items on the shelves. So she gets it off. So then I'm like, okay, let's get something else to apply the foundation to match me. No, she literally, because it's like the dropper, she drops some from the testers onto her hand and then proceeds to use her hand to put it on my face. What? This has never happened to me before, and I have gotten help with foundations at Sephora before, and this did not happen to me. Like, she started using her hand. And not just like dabbing it with a finger, no, like rubbing it into my face with her hand. What? I was, honest to God, in like shock, I think. Like, is this really happening to me? Like, what? What? Oh my gosh. I could not believe it. So anyways, it was like a quick thing, and she found the right color and then asked me to go up to like a mirror thing to see what I thought, and it matched and everything. And I'm not the type of person, like, I'm not super like confrontational unless it's like something really bad. Like if someone's straight rude to me or says something rude to me or things like that, I don't have a problem saying anything. But she was the nicest lady, and I wasn't trying to be like a bitch. Like, I don't know, but I was just floored that she just like stood in the aisle, which that wasn't even the issue. I didn't care not getting taken to like the mirror thing. I really didn't care. That was not, the issue wasn't the mirror. The issue was her using her hands, which I don't even use my hands to apply makeup. Like, okay, I do sometimes if I'm in like a super big hurry or something like that. But if I do it, I like wash my hands like right before I'm applying like the foundation itself. Like, I'm super weird about it. So for some, like a worker who is just stocking shelves, which like the products like could have like dust and dirt and you don't know where they've been, you know, like, I don't know. And like, what was she doing before she was stocking the shelves? Was she back in the stock room? Like, what's back there? I don't know. All these thoughts are like flooding my head as she's doing this. And again, I was not trying to be rude or sound like bitchy or prissy or too good for her or any of that. It had nothing to do with that. It was just so bizarre. So bizarre. So anyway, she then, like, it was over, and like when I got home, I like scrubbed the heck out of my face and it was just weird. So anyways, that is the story time for you guys. I just found it really bizarre, and like, that's never happened to me before. So let me know, has that happened to you? Something weird? Like, has anything in general weird happened to you at like a store that sells makeup? Because that's like where they're like all up in your grill, you know what I'm saying? So like, tell me please down below. Like, tell me a weird story or something. Like, make a girl feel a little bit better that it happened to her. So anyways, that's the story time. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That lets me know you like story time videos, and I can absolutely do more in the future. And subscribe if you haven't already, because I post new videos 3 to 4 times a week and you don't want to miss out. So definitely hit that subscribe down below. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a freaking fabulous weekend, because it's Friday when you're seeing this. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!